What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3. Yeah, we're at episode 3.
Yeah, 43, season 3.
There you go, guys. Welcome back to another episode with our special mascot here, Bella, the new addition to the family, and our very, very special guest, Alex Dazzi. Am I saying it right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. We have the famous, most popular Alex Dazzi. Guys, he's a new artist in the city. Honestly, from what I listened to, one of my favorite songs, actually, Spin the Bottle. I think it's one of your first songs,
It's
right?
one of my first ones.
It's the first song you released, right?
It's not the first one, but it's the first one on major platforms.
Awesome. So let's get right into it. I mean, we've been anticipating to have this episode for a while now.
Yeah.
We've been going back and forth. One cancellation after another
Yeah.
by my part. But let's get right into it. Alex, tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are, and tell us where you're from the city.
Well, I'm Alex. I went to school at Mac. I'm 18, and I'm from St. Leonard in Montreal. So
Awesome. You're
pretty
from
much
St.
it.
Leonard, right?
Yes, sir.
So you come from the same roots I come from.
STL.
Hey, STL, bro.
STL.
The bro, the Demorier, and everything else.
Everything. If you don't say
Awesome.
bro every second word,
You're not from St.
you're
Leo.
not from St. Leonard. It's definitely no
Awesome,
way.
bro. So I'm gonna ask you exactly so what exactly have you been working on? What's your projected future and what you're doing right now? What do you have so far that you're working on?
Well, right now, I would say music is it's a way that like I could speak out. So it's more or less like a therapy in a way. Like if I'm feeling happy, sad, tired, or just angry, I just make a song. It just makes me feel good. It just makes me a happier person. And I don't know. Like I think my main goal is probably obviously just to get big, but
Awesome. Yeah,
it's just to make like a name for myself. It's not like the next this or the next that. It's like the first Alex Dazzi. You know?
There you go.
So that's one of my main goals. But right now I'm putting music to the side. Like it's mostly like first of all it's education.
Exactly.
If without education you have nothing.
Yeah, nothing exactly that.
But like music, it's always fun. Like I always love music and I love doing it now.
But I like what you said, because a lot of the times when we talk to kids these days, like in general, like we always talk
Yeah.
to Luca, they always say, yeah, this is what I want to do and everything, but we never hear education. So is education like big for you? Like, are you really?
I find because from my Italian background, like education is like the biggest thing. Like if you're a doctor, lawyer, or anything like that. I'm not exactly the smartest in school.
Yeah, don't worry
like,
about
I have like
The trio.
I have like average marks here and there, but
There you
like
go.
for me it's mostly just the fact that like having something, like having at least one degree is gonna take you somewhere far. So if you have like a backup, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Just as
that's
long as
smart.
you have the education, you're chilling.
That's good. That's really smart. Not a lot of people think like that. A lot of people are just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna focus on one thing. I'm just gonna try to get rich, and just the word rich. They just want to be rich, and that's it, because they think that's what being popular is. It's not.
Like what's your goal anticipated? Like what I mean, I haven't asked you yet, but what made you like? I know you wanted to start music because of like different situations you've been through,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
stuff
definitely.
you went through. Like a lot of us, the reason why we start a lot of things is because life expectancies that we went through and stuff like that. So what really made you start your journey? What's your, if I can say, like your star rhythm of like, what's your role model? What made you start it?
Well, like most of the people in St. Leonard know, not many people, but like a good majority know that I started as like a dancing kid. So like
Oh, awesome.
I used to start as that dancing guy, and
didn't
it's still my Snapchat. If you want to go add me, you could. But
you
yeah,
go. Link
so
right
link right here. Whatever. No, yeah. So it was that dancing guy, and then like I used to do this from like I would get home from elementary school. I would do my homework. I would eat. I'd do whatever, and then I would do a dancing video and I would post it on Instagram.
Awesome.
And a lot of people really liked it for like a good year and a half or something. And then all of a sudden I started to get like bullied in a way.
Okay.
And I didn't really know how to like face that, because
Yeah.
I was
like back and stuff, right?
yeah, because it was mostly like I don't know why you're doing this. Like you're so like I don't wanna sound
Different,
bad.
different.
Like it's different.
Exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
because they weren't like as a kid, like I was in elementary. So think about it. Before you're 12 years old, you don't really have that mindset
Yeah.
where it's like anybody could do whatever they want
There you
if they
go.
really wanted to. So I stopped for some reason, but I don't know. I felt like my mind was just like really empty in that space where like I didn't dance, I didn't do anything, but music was always there. I never made music, but it was always there. I would listen to anybody like Drake, Travis.
You always went back to it for support, right?
Yeah, I was always like,
It was always in your
because for
mindset.
me, music makes the world go around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Very
that's what I think.
Very true.
Money and music, but mostly for me, I don't really care about money. It's just mostly music.
Yeah.
Whatever makes me happy, right?
Exactly.
So if it's all about the music, then it's fine. So I was like, you know what? Let me make music. Let me see how I would sound, right?
Exactly.
So I started off in my friend Rob's basement, And
Always a basement, bro.
Yeah.
It's always that. It's always the
basement
basement.
where
When
you
it's a
trap.
basement, you know it's gonna be successful.
Exactly, there you go.
It's gonna be successful.
So my friend Carlo, who also has like a TikTok account, like
Okay,
he's
cool.
actually not bad. Yeah, go check him out. Carlo,
You
check
popped
him out.
up actually on my
Yeah,
for
so
you
TikTok.
page. Yeah, this is
Everyone pops
before.
on TikTok.
This is before we even thought of having you as a guest, though.
Yeah.
He saw you.
Literally,
Yeah, you saw him
yeah.
on TikTok.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
you're the one who saw me?
Yeah.
Alright, bless. Yeah, so like we all started that. We were like in Sec 4. So we were playing beats and like, cause us, we always used to like freestyle. Me, myself, my friend Mike, my friend Lando, Rob, Carlo, all of us, even Mills, we always like used to freestyle.
That's
but
awesome.
we never really had the courage to like, actually put out a song. So my friend Carlo got the mic and we're like, okay, let's do it. We saw how we sounded. We didn't know how to edit anything. No, nothing. It was just raw vocals. So we were like, okay,
Awesome.
this is garbage. We were like this is just not it. So then I was like, they quit. Like they just stopped.
They stopped. Okay.
But for me, I always had the mindset. I was like, okay, I want to make a song. I want to make a song. So then I told my friend Guerrero, well, he's mostly known as Gurzy.
Okay.
He makes music as well. He's very talented too. And I told him, I was like, I want to make a song. And he's like, okay, yeah, what do you want to call it? I was like, because I always used to write on my phone. I always used to
type it on
write.
your
If I was like really bored or something, I'd be like, you know,
Let's type it up.
screw it, let's just write a song.
There you
So
go.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna write a song, this and that, and I called it Friend and Enemy. So I started that, like I picked the beat and everything, but it was sold. Because when you look up beats on YouTube or something,
It was already sold.
yeah, so it's either like a free type beat and then like it would just be that. But this one was sold, so we couldn't put it on Spotify or anything. But we could have put it on YouTube, just
Okay,
for
perfect.
free, just like that.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? If it's not gonna be on Spotify, at least my voice is gonna be like heard
Exactly.
somehow,
Presented,
some
there
way,
you go.
at least on YouTube. So I put that song out and with Guerrero, well, Gurzy, and that was the first song I've ever made. Like professionally,
Awesome.
that was my first song I've ever made. It's not bad. It's like 1.7K.
Oh, pretty
As
good.
a
That's
start,
good.
it wasn't that
Pretty
bad.
good, bro.
That's more than what we get on YouTube.
There you go. There you go. You're
So-
beating us. Awesome.
No, it was just something just to like do.
That's awesome.
So I was like, okay, yeah. And a lot of people really liked it. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's just make more. I was always hungry because I feed off of energy.
There you
If
go.
you give me a positive energy, I'm gonna keep going. Like you,
going.
especially
There
with
you
your
go.
vlogs and everything. Every
Awesome,
single
awesome.
day I see it. I'm
That's
like,
great to
okay,
hear.
yeah, like be the reason behind someone's
Awesome. That's cool. There you
smile.
go. Yeah.
that,
There
right?
you go.
Every time I see it, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is inspiration. This is good.
That's
This is like
awesome.
good
That's
energy.
awesome to
So I'm
hear.
like, okay, yeah, let's keep going. So I told Guerrero, I'm like, let's keep recording.
There you go.
And then COVID, like the rumors were starting.
Exactly.
It was like, oh, something in China, this and that. I was like, okay, no,
Yeah.
I bet like it better not be around the
Don't
world.
hit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at us now.
There you go.
Look at-
No,
So-
this is our new life.
Yeah.
Exactly. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell Carlo to give me the mic that we use in Sec 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a brand new program and I'm just gonna do whatever. So I kept recording. I was like, okay, you know what? I started learning how to edit. I put auto-tune on myself. I was like, okay, this actually sounds decent. So I was like, okay, this, that. And then I finally found the beat for Spin the Bottle.
I
I
love
worked
that
on
track.
it and then I just let it out and I was like, okay, let's see what just happened.
Let's see what
I
the
had-
public thinks about it.
Exactly. So I put it on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. I put it on everything. And I got a crazy feedback. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. Like, I want to work
Honestly,
harder
bro,
and
like
harder and harder.
I remember even showing it to him. Like, and we were listening to it right before you came.
For real.
Honestly, it's like it's a track where like, I mean, you feel like there's so much production that goes behind it.
Yeah.
I understand, and we don't know how much production went behind it. I
Oh,
understand.
no. It takes a
But
lot
honestly,
of time.
it's like you can kind of feel the energy you put in. You can kind of feel the work you put into it.
It
You
comes back
understand?
straight when you're listening to
Exactly.
it. Literally.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like you don't feel like it's like we were saying before. You don't feel like it's a rush track. It's a track that
yeah,
takes
it
you
has
time to
take
create.
time. Yeah.
And what, like, is there any message behind the track, or is this like just like you put it out there just like that?
I don't know. It's because it was actually like on a TikTok. It was the Spin the Bottle, like trying to sway Lee from Ray Shremmerd, and it's like spin the bottle, spin the fucking bottle, like you know that.
Okay,
so I was
okay,
like,
I get
okay,
you.
yeah, you know what? Spin the bottle. Let me just see how it works. And then I put that, and I was like, oh, doesn't sound that bad. And Spin the Bottle, it's pretty
Awesome.
catchy. It's a game everybody knows.
There you go.
So I'm like, okay, let's just do it. And then from then on, I put an EP out and then an album with Mike Lucci.
Yeah, I saw that. Mike Lucci's someone else, right? And what do you think about Mike Lucci for you?
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
I
he's
met him
so
before.
humble.
I still
I've always
have
liked him.
yet to meet
Yeah.
him.
He
He's such
hasn't met him yet.
you never met him?
No,
He's
not
such
yet.
a nice guy.
He's an awesome guy.
Such a nice guy.
Awesome. And it's like such a different, like, it's like people look at him in such a different way, but when you really get to know him,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
an
yeah.
awesome guy.
He's cause him it's on and off camera. Like you have that.
He's different.
He's the funny guy off on camera, and when you see him off camera, he's even funnier.
There
Like
you go.
it's
There
just
you
like And I remember I told him, like, when I messaged him to have this permission to put his like audio in the song.
Okay.
I told him, I was like, Mike, could I please put your audio? I feel like it's gonna be crazy. He said, bro, do it.
Awesome.
I was
That's
like, okay. I was like, but before I send it to you, could you just listen to it just to make sure that like you like it? So that if you don't like it, then like I'll just put it out. I'll just take it out, no worries. He's like, okay, let me just hear how it sounds. So I was like, okay, yeah, perfect. I sent him just a little snippet, and he was like, this is fire. He's like, you better put it out. So I was like, okay, yeah, like, bet, you know? So then I put the album out with the track list, and I said, special guest. Guess who it is? Nobody knew who it was.
Mike Lucci, man.
And then I put Mike Lucci, and then everybody's like, get out. They're like, no way.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, because I mean, for us, like whenever we put our content out there, there's always going to be love and hate. I mean,
Definitely.
we see that. I do see on your profile that you really always do receive love. Do you feel like sometimes like you ever receive hate, or if you receive hate, what do you like? How do you go by it?
As crazy as it sounds, I love hate. I love it.
I
love it.
You know you're doing good when you get hate.
Oh no, well, I don't really get much hate because like I love when I get hate because I know that I don't surround myself by yes men.
Yeah.
If you have too many yes men, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is good. In reality, it's garbage.
Yeah.
But they're gonna still say it's good because they like you for who you are.
Exactly.
On it, like for me, like especially Guerrera, I have to say Gurzy. When my album came out, he was like, I'm gonna criticize it. I said, you know what, just go for it, do it. And he told me everything, and he was like, this, you didn't work on this, you could have done this better, you could have done this better. In my head, like when I read it, I'm like, okay, this is like frustrating. But in reality, I'm like, I could take this into a lesson, so I could even be better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I have hate, I'm like, okay, yeah, like everybody has their own.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like certain things.
I mean, you strive off it, right? You don't really care what the hate you receive. It's as long as, you know, like Lucas said, when you receive hate, it's because you're doing something right in a way.
Yeah.
And people are not only envying you.
Some people get jealous. Some people.
They're kind of telling you like. They're kind of saying that you're doing good in a way. Understand? Like it's up to you to take those negative comments and to put them in a positive way.
Exactly.
That's why I love hate. I love it.
If
anybody wants to hate on me, please do. I love it. I take it as
inspiration.
Drop
a hate comment in this video. we love that stuff.
Let's go. Give me.
Let me ask, what's your anticipation with this thing? I mean, like, as an artist, like, what's your anticipation? Where do you want to go? I mean, everyone always says, whenever we meet someone, everyone always says, yeah, I want to make money, I want to make this, and if that's your goal, we totally respect it. Like, who do you want to reach by this?
Well, one of my inspirations, like to actually make music, there's two people in particular. XXXTentacion.
Awesome.
I loved him.
Yeah.
And I still do. I still listen to him every single day. I just find he's like the most diverse, versatile rapper.
He's one of one. He's not like everyone
else. You
else.
can't put him in a box.
No.
You cannot put him in a box.
He's in a real category.
Exactly. He could do rock, punk, this, but my all-time go-to is Travis Scott. Honestly speaking, if Travis Scott would just not even message me, not say hi, no nothing, just listen to one of my songs, I would be happy. Even if he doesn't like it.
I love that.
As long as he heard the song and
we'll
he heard
tag
my
him.
voice.
We'll tag him. See if he can.
Let's blow it up.
Travis,
Everyone link up. Travis Scott.
Let's go.
Everyone has to comment Travis Scott.
There you go. But because how old are you?
I'm 18.
You just started.
Oh, only 18 then.
That makes you old.
That's awesome.
Because
I'm turning 24 this Saturday, so I mean.
That's 6 years apart?
We're all young. We're all young.
Honestly, I thought you were older, so like that just goes to, it's respect because I mean like, you know, honestly,
the way he's looking at things is mature.
Yeah, exactly like that. Like I feel like the way you talk is just different than a lot of the generation that we hear today.
No, I respect.
I understand. So I mean,
much appreciated.
I feel like if you're in this type of field, if you're mature in a way in your own character, you can go really far with it.
Yeah.
I understand how you brought up education at the first start. That's something like I respect. For myself too, I'm like not big on education, but I always tell people education comes first for a lot of things. If you're good in school, do it.
Yeah.
You
need a backup as long. Yeah.
Exactly. You always need it.
Like your backup is the hospital. You're backed up. Everyone is a backup. Currently, I'm still working part time, but like my backup right now, I'm creating my backup. Like I went to school.
There you go.
Now I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, but I still don't know. But this.
I mean, it's like this is your first thing.
Like as in?
As an artist, is this the first thing you want to achieve, or you want to achieve more school?
I wanna do like honestly speaking, I wanna do like a lot of both, but mostly school.
That's awesome. That's like a little Tekka thing. That's cool though.
It's true.
It's true.
Like there's one rapper, I'm pretty sure you guys know him, Eneli Chapo. Like he just graduated. Like, he has a degree. Like
it's crazy.
Even as crazy as he is in his music and this and all that, it just goes to show that like he wants.
Put focus on a thing.
I think that's what it is. I think like we all have different dreams, understand? And like even if you like something like so much, but like you have the purpose or you have the feeling that you want to do something else, pursue both. I mean,
Yeah,
you have one life, but why don't we do both of them at the same
A lot
time?
of people say focus on one thing and make that one thing big, but you can't just focus on that one thing. Like I could focus in school and then not succeed, or I could focus on just this podcast and still not succeed.
Exactly.
That's why you always open your variety. Yes, you should put more focus into one than the other, just like you're putting into a mother's love more than the hospital.
There you go.
So
if
like,
you believe in something more, you put more focus into it. It doesn't mean the second plan B, you don't got to put focus into it too. And I think that I want to ask you one more question before the podcast ends. I want to ask you because now that you said that you're 18,
Yes, sir.
for anyone that's like 18 or whatever listening to this at the time, at 15 or whatever wants to start as an artist, what can you say to them? Because I mean, as many kids as want to start doing their career, they're scared to start it because they don't want to take that step one.
Yeah.
You took that step one, you took that step two,
Yeah.
taking your step three, and going to continue taking steps. So what can you tell someone that wants to take that first step?
Honestly speaking, the first step I would say is that even if someone tells you not to do it, if it makes you happy deep down in your heart, you have to do it. Because if you know that this is gonna be the thing that you love to do, even on the side or just as a main thing, if it just makes you, it gives you that energy to just like be you, do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be music. It could be anything.
That's it.
Anything. As long as it makes you happy, just in general. That, honestly speaking, that's for me.
You could see it like you don't have money in your way. You don't really see the concept of
I
money.
don't-
It's just happiness, right?
I don't value money.
love that.
I don't value.
That's awesome.
I don't value your power. I don't value anything. As long
Yeah.
as you're a beautiful human being that I could talk to, like one on one, like you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That's awesome.
like for me, I'm satisfied.
You know what's cool though is like it's honestly it's like the first time we meet him. It's the first time we meet you, right?
Yeah.
And like we talked maybe like like a couple months now we've been talking here and
Yeah.
there, like whatever, like
What's
checking on
up?
each other.
Or yeah.
And I feel like honestly it's like I feel like we know him for years.
Yeah.
It's
True.
because like we can see when someone has a genuine heart and it has a great mindset and really cares about the value of themselves,
Yeah.
but others too.
Yeah, because I feel like happiness is the best currency because it's the only one
Definitely.
that's never gonna like change. Like once
Exactly.
you know how to be happy and you know what makes you happy, you just keep pursuing it, and money follows. Money follows everything. So
Yeah, exactly.
even if like whatever you're doing, if it's not coming now, it's not coming in 20 years. Well, as long as you know you're happy, something's gonna come along the
Time
way.
flies.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Honestly, man, thank you once again for tuning in, for coming
Oh,
here.
thank you for having me.
We're live
Honestly
at Cherry
speaking,
Park.
thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Villeray
That's
again.
why your sounds are. We have an extension on the street, tucked to the car.
It's over there.
Very raw. I understand, but this is what you guys like, and this is what we want to present to you
Yeah.
guys. Alex, it's been a pleasure.
Can I do one shout out?
Go ahead, please do it. Go ahead.
Shout out to my Cabana boys. I did this for you, and I do this for all of Montreal. STL represent.
There you go.
That's all I have to say.
Represent the hood. Guys, thank you once again for tuning in to another podcast. Special guest, Alex Dazzi. Check him out. All his links are going to be linked below. His TikTok. I watch you on TikTok too.
And comment Travis
Instagram.
Scott.
Yes.
Everyone
yes.
comment
And
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Comment Travis Scott.
La
All
Flame.
right. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. We love you all. Spread the kindness. See
Ciao,
you in our
guys.
podcast. Live from Cherry Park. Ciao.
Ciao.
Awesome.
Oh,
Well,
it's
that was
freaking
amazing,
good.
man. Yo, you have a fucking.
You're
That's
good.
Martin Luther King, fuck, man.
You're freaking good at talking.
Yo,
too.
that's amazing, man. You're great.
I
bro.
just.